Hi everybody, Jeff Kelly, Chief Instructor with Xilin Martial Arts in Corvallis, Oregon. Today we're going to continue with our examination of laojia yilu, the old frame first form. And we've been concentrating on the movement Six Sealings for closings. The point I'm trying to get across with this is that a lot of teachers or students misunderstand the repetition in the form. They think that these movements are all just repeats of the same movement, and they're not. In this case, with Six Sealings for closings, it's done 6 times in the form, but 4 of them are unique. 2 are repeated, but 4 times they're unique. And we've covered the other ones, so today I'm going to cover the movement that comes after grab the head, cover the head and push the mountain. Okay? So that looks like this. So here's small catch and head. And covering the head, pushing here. Okay? That's where that movement ends, and that's where we're going to pick up Six Sealings for closings. So again, it's not that I've actually done that movement. It's any time when I'm sparring or fighting or whatever, and then I've done a push of some sort, my hands are here. Now, when figuring out the applications, remember, again, this movement begins where the last one ends, and that when your arms are extended like this, it's a clue that this technique is going to be used against a grab. Okay? If she punches, I can't really cover this. Okay? There are other movements I can do, but not here. Okay? It's not what's used for. Remember, not every movement is used for everything. They're specific. So here, I've pushed. So she's going to grab. All right? Then I'm going to go into Six Sealings for closings. Coming up, pulling down, and pushing. Okay, so that solo movement, again, is here, coming from here, I'm pulling down, and pushing. Okay? So that part's the same. What's different again is that I'm coming from here. Okay? But otherwise, I'm coming up, I'm pulling down, right? I'm sealing off her 6 weapons. Shoulder, elbow, hand, hip, knee, foot. Okay? And then I've also closed the 4 directions. So she can't move in any direction. That's Six Sealings for closings. And from here, I quickly come up and push. Okay? And again, as with all the Six Sealings for closings, this is a difficult fall. If I push her directly this way, she's going to fall on her hip and shoulder. Okay, this is a very dangerous fall. So I've locked her up here, and then when I push, I'm coming up close to get the power. There's no power from here. Coming up here, and pressing. Of course, you can use power, but you don't really need to. If you come up smoothly and do that, you're going to fall immediately. So let's see it from this side. So again, the solo movement, okay, from here, coming up here, okay, so starting from here, she's grabbing, I'm coming up, Six Sealings for closings, using the spiral energy, right, the Chen Taiji, the silk reeling energy. I'm not just pulling her down. You can see how she's going to continue the attack, her attack that way. So I'm coming up here, I'm using my silk reeling energy here, right, and the body coming back here. And then she's off balance enough that I should be able to quickly get here before she can stand up. Okay, so that's Six Sealings for closing. If you look at the other videos, we've covered all the specific examples in the form. Again, this is how to interpret the movements in the form. And when you get to the ultimate level, you're not going to specifically, well, you'll be able to use them fluidly. Okay, so that if I'm out here and fighting and I go for her and she grabs me, I can just come down quickly. Okay, do some other stuff. But remember, you've got to follow the form exactly. So this is not an elbow or this is not an arm lock. Okay? You know, and it's not, I don't change to this. This is used against the left arm as well. Okay, there's two instances where we use the left arm. The other instances use the right arm. Okay, they're different. So if I'm here, movement number 4, like this, and she grabs me, okay, I'm not using the left arm, I'm using the right arm, here. In this movement, if I go to the right arm, which is not correct, I can't get it. She's going to counter. Okay? So this has to be done against the left arm. Okay? So each of those movements is not just an empty repetition. Each one has its own use. It could be against left arm, right arm, against a punch, against a grab. So you have to look at where you end the form and the movement of the form and do it exactly as in the form. So the two can work together. You have to have the form correctly to be able to do the application correctly, but doing the application can also give you some subtle hints about the movement in the form, so you can improve that. But if you just take out techniques, don't do it like the form, then you're wasting your time both with the application and with the form itself. All right, well, I hope that's helpful to you. Hopefully you can, start to interpret some of the movements for yourself, different movements in the form. All right, I'm Jeff Kelly, Chief Instructor with Xilin Martial Arts in Corvallis, Oregon, reminding you that martial arts are for life.